We all need to take a step back and remember, this is a rebuild. Let's Talk Lions. Welcome back to an all-new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. My name is Jay. Little did you know, you could buy this hat at letstalklions.com. There's other merch there, but the hat's probably the best one because then I send it to you and I write like a little note in there. So that's cool. It's fun. It's more personal at that point. Now, today's video, I want to address something that I'm seeing pop up all over the place via social media, whether it's sports hosts here in Detroit sports networks discussing it. There are way too many people calling for Dan Campbell's job, and I'm not okay with that. Everybody just needs to calm down. First of all, for anybody who thought that this titanic of an organization could be turned around within one season, you're overestimating this rebuild. And I say that kindly. I mean, forget about Dan Campbell for a second. Forget about Brad Holmes, the coaching staff. Just look at the players on this team. They are young and they are inexperienced. And in that, how do you anticipate or expect them to be able to turn around and right this so mega wrong? And then you add in the factor of it is brand new leadership from the top down. Sheila Ford Hamp, followed by Brad Holmes as the GM, Dan Campbell head coach, and an entirely new slew of coaches. This is an overhaul. It is a rebuild. And I know nobody likes to use that dirty word. That's why they came into this year saying it's a retool. No, this is a rebuild from the ground up. And we are starting at ground zero. Just look at the fact that Brad Holmes was signed to a 5-year deal and Dan Campbell was signed to a 6-year deal. 6 years. 6 years. That time frame, 6 years, hiring a head coach is saying we are in it for the long haul and we know that it's going to take time. The first 2 years are really working out the kinks and starting to develop these younger guys, getting them situated, getting them NFL ready to be in there so that by year 3, you should have a winning record. You can win your division, and that is all to be built upon. 6 years. Friends, Lions fans, man, I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy to sit here and accept the fact that because nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to lose. I don't want to lose. However, hiring a head coach for 6 years is saying we know that this is going to take a bit. So for all of the fans out there, or for all of these sports show hosts that are ripping Dan Campbell, saying he's not the right man for the job, just get rid of him. Man, you're not being fair. You're not giving this guy the time of day, especially when if you take a step back and you look at what he has to really right the wrong of Matt Patricia and of years of culture destruction in Detroit. What else do you want from him? Campbell has made some game time decisions that, yes, deserve speculation, that deserve discussion, that we should talk about, things that I did not like. But if the outcome of those decisions went the right way for the Lions, would we be sitting here having this same discussion about off with his head?
Off with their heads!
Probably not. We are 4 games into this season. Yes, we should have beat the Bears. Easy. And a lot of what we saw was a lot of floundering, mistakes, Jared Goff not coming through. There was a lot of things that came together for the accumulation of that loss. However, we are 4 games into a rebuild. So for people that were expecting us to be 2-2, 3-1, 4-0, like really, why? There are absolutely aspects to some of the calls that Campbell has made that we can sit here and say, should he or shouldn't have he? And that's fair. However, take a step back and look at what Campbell has already done for the Detroit Lions since being hired 4 games into this season. I will remind you that he has begun to create an actual culture here in Detroit that players are buying into, that players want to be here. He took Matt Patricia's no fun, closed doors, whispering, hushed tones atmosphere and has kicked it to the curb. He has brought a fun, enjoyable environment for these guys, for these young men to grow under phenomenal coaches. Aaron Glenn, Anthony Lynn, Deuce Staley, Mark Brunell, Aubrey Pleasant. Campbell has brought in phenomenal coaches to help raise up these young men. Times are changing, an all-star cast has been assembled, and a cornerstone is being built. The foundation is being laid with blood, sweat, tears, all of it. This is not an overnight process, so trust the process. And I know somebody out there is going to be like, I've been trusting the process for 60 years. I'm done. Cool. Then be done. But I'm not. I'm trusting the process. I'm trusting Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell because I truly do believe in them and what they have done thus far. Period. Trust the process. No, it's not easy. We're 0-4. The game against the Bears was miserable. That one hurt. And you know what? There's aspects to it that, of course, make us all question. However, in the end, this is a brand new team. This is a brand new method, brand new coaching, and it's something that we are going to have to work out the kinks. But to sit here at 0-4 and to start calling for Dan Campbell's job is impatience, and that is a lack of trust in the process. Things are different. It's being built differently. This is a very different Detroit Lions. And we have to sit here and actually choose, do we want to trust the process or give up immediately? And I refuse to give up immediately. Tomorrow we'll dig into Minnesota. We'll get into some of the injuries that have happened, really some of those backups that are going to be filling in. But for now, I just wanted to remind you, this is a rebuild. So before the pitchforks and the torches come out and everybody's yelling for Dan Campbell, remember, this is going to take time. Trust the process. Or don't. Now I'm going to go have a cup of coffee. Maybe even play a little bit of Yahtzee. Who am I kidding? I don't know how to play Yahtzee.